Do you want to get some free silver? Then all you need to do is leave a like on this video and a comment down below, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications and click the link in the description below. Hello everyone, my name is DarkHero and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest method to get faction tokens so that you can get more legendary engrams. Now, very recently Bungie has stated that you can only get 30 legendary engrams from a certain faction during the faction rally event, so you can get a total of 90 legendary engrams per account, which is kinda small. I was trying to get as many as I could on my character, but unfortunately that will be impossible. I wanted to have more than 100 and then open them all in a single video, but I guess that's pretty much impossible, and the reason as to why I wanted to do it all in a single character is because I only have 2, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So as you guys can see right here, I have 179 future workload tokens and 36 dead orbit tokens, and these ones right here I got them very fast in a new farming method that I've just found. So a lot of people are talking about going to IO or to Nessus to do this farming method. I think it's around here that they were doing, in this last sector actually, but I have found a different one that works much better, at least in my opinion, and we're going to do it together just so I can show you guys how this works. So the one that I'm talking about is this one in Firebase Hades. You have two methods of going there. You can start from the Gulch and go from there, or start from the Winding Cove, which is what we're going to do because it has a very straightforward path. And the reason as to why I believe this is the best farming method for the faction tokens is because you barely have to move at all to go in and out of the lost sectors, and once you enter that lost sector, all you need to do is just point and shoot. You don't really need to enter per se into the lost sector, and you don't need to explore it further. It's one of the very first lost sectors that you explore if you're doing them as you are progressing through the story and unlocking new paths and areas in the map. This one is one of the earlier ones and it's very small, so it ends up being even better. It usually only has, actually between 3 and 4 supplies in the lost sector, which is the average. So you will always have a pretty good amount of them. So all you need to do is follow the path that I take on my Sparrow. It should take you only about a minute to get there, but once you're there it can be done very fast. I have yet to do the calculations, but I'm pretty sure you can get over 100 faction tokens in less than 15 minutes. It's just how fast it is. Also, it's this lost sector right here. Also, I'm using the EDZ Ghost Shell, and what this allows me to do is, once I get in and leave the lost sector, I can sometimes find these chests around the area, so that also gives you room to get more EDZ tokens as well, so you can also farm those. So yeah, the last sector that we're going in is this one right here. As you can see, this is the entrance, and as soon as you change the area, it'll be any second now, right here, this is the lost sector. So this is where they spawn. As you can see, it's very fast. You just need to point and shoot. There's a 4th location, which is this one right here, so they are all very easy to find, and all you need to do is go back right here. It can be done even faster with my Titan. That's why I found it to be the fastest. I have yet to test it with a Hunter, but the Warlock jump is pretty subpar. So as you can see on the bottom left corner of the screen, Firebase Hades, European Dead Zone, this means that you have changed areas. So you need, once that text appears, you can go back into the cave and go back to the lost sector and do it once again. So as you can see right here, there's one over there, there's one in the middle, and there's one right here by the left side. Then you go back, and right now I'm taking it somewhat slowly so that I can show you guys how you do this. Like I said, with a Titan it can be done even faster. So we load the area, we go back, all you need to do is go up into that stone and you can go back into the cave. So we're here, You can see that there is one over there, there's one in the middle, and there's one in the corner. And then we go back, and we'll do it just one more time for you guys so that you can see just how fast it can be done. It really is amazing, and if you're leveling up a character, a new character, this is a very good way of getting loot, more powerful gear, because, well, it's pretty obvious, you're getting engrams, and the engrams will be at a higher level unless you are at a very high power level, like 280 to 90 or above. Whoops, that's actually the first time that I've died there. Let's see where I respawn. See, I respawn right at the entrance of the cave. Pretty sweet, if you ask me. So yeah, this is the farming method. It's the fastest one that I've found so far. So be sure to share it with your friends whenever they are talking about their farming methods. They talk about IO or Nessus or something like that. Be sure to point them to this video to show them what the actual fastest farming spot is. So that way you guys can enjoy the event to the fullest, get the entire gear sets, all of the shaders that you want to get, and everything else. Also, I was going to make a video talking about my recommended faction to align with, and well, I didn't end up making it, and I think it's pretty useless, to be honest, to make that video, because a lot of people in the Destiny community already have free characters, so they will have a faction per character, so they'll be able to get pretty much everything. But what I'm doing is I have aligned my main character, which is the Warlock, with the Future War Cult faction, because I believe it is the one with the best weapons. I'm pretty sure I liked all of the weapons that they had available for sale, or maybe I didn't like just a single one. I think I didn't like the Pulse Rifle, which is the final reward, which is the one weapon that you will buy that will be available for sale if your faction ends up winning the event, which I'm pretty sure Future War Cult will not win. It's usually that Orbit's the most popular faction for some reason, even though New Monarchy always has the best looking gear sets, and Future War Cult always has the best weapons. But for some reason that Orbit is always the most popular one. I guess it's due to the shaders, but it's whatever. Let me know which factions you guys chose in the comment section below. I'm pretty interested to know that. And I also, if you only have two characters like myself, I recommend that you align the secondary character with that Orbit, because like I said, I'm pretty sure that Orbit will win the faction rally event, and then you assign your main character to Future War Cult to get the better weapons. Trust me, some of those weapons are fantastic. The Sniper Rifle, for example, has some really good PvE perks. That's the one that I'm remembering from the top of my head. The Scout Rifle is very cool for PvP, it's like a Mida multi-tool, but it looks like it has even better perks, except for the boosted movement speed. Definitely something to try out in the Crucible. And also the Auto Rifle looks like it's of the 450 rate of fire, which is the same archetype as the Uriel's Gift and the Prosecutor, which are extremely powerful auto rifles. And speaking of which, I am currently in the making, actually no, I have already edited the video. It will probably come out either today or tomorrow, a video where I discuss which is the best auto rifle to use in Destiny 2. I actually go in depth into the stats of all of those auto rifles, and it's a much more in-depth video than many that are on YouTube right now, because apparently a lot of people that play PvE and suck at PvP also make PvP weapon reviews, which is something that I never understood why they did that, or PvE players that get carried all the time in trials and they pretty much are an anchor to their team. They end up making Trials of the 9 tips videos or something along those lines. I never really understood that. I think that if you want to get PvP tips, then you should go to a PvP based source, meaning a player that is good at PvP. I don't want to boast or to basically say that I'm better than anyone else or anything like that. It's nothing of the sort. It's just that, you know, seeing Trials of the 9 PvP tips coming from a guy that is bronze or silver in Trials of the Nine, whereas there are many other players that are diamonds in Trials of the Nine, like myself. It's just, I don't know. I can't really support something like that, to be honest. And if you actually watch those videos, you will see that the tips that they give are very superficial, and probably they have taken them from someone else, which is, well, a shame, to be honest. But anyways, guys, as you see, this is just me rambling on. The content that I actually wanted to make a video on is pretty much what you see, this farming method. Very easy to do. It only takes about 2 to 3 shots with the Nameless Midnight Scout Rifle. If you use the Mida multi-tool, for some reason you need more shots to destroy the supplies, the enemy supplies, so I use Nameless Midnights in order to destroy them faster. I believe it's due to the explosive payload perk on this weapon, but regardless, this is the best and fastest farming method for faction tokens, so be sure to spread it around with your friends so that everyone knows what they are doing and can enjoy this event to the fullest, like I said. And leave a like if you have enjoyed this video or find it helpful, as it helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to make more videos like this in the future, where I can give you guys some tips on how to do some farmings or whatever else you guys may want me to do. Like I said previously, let me know which faction you align with in the comment section below. And with that being said, this is where I'm going to end this video. Also, don't forget that I'm doing a silver giveaway, so a link to that will be in the description. Be sure to follow all of the steps that are there. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. My name has been DarkHero, and I will see you on my next video.